Hi Smriti, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm great and I'm thrilled to be talking to you today.
Pleasure.
And before we begin anything, I would just like to tell you how much I loved Sovreen Duggal's character growing up. And it
Thank
was
you.
one of my favorites. So thanks for giving us that character and playing it so well.
Thank you. I am a lot like Subreen in real life, and as you related, I related to her as well. I think so. That is what came across on screen.
Yeah. And that was not your debut though. You began with
Yes, it
Karol
was.
Pass and 2010 witches, and now it's 12 years since then. How has it been for you playing so many different characters and so many different roles in the entertainment space itself?
I've taken more breaks than the number of years I've worked in, and that's my conscious decision. And I really feel that एक ही life है, just live it.
Yeah.
And as you live your life, whatever talents that God has given you, make the best use of it. And I think so that is my parameter of gauging or knowing what success is. Use your ability to the best that you can, and if you're able to, that is success. And it's been a roller coaster, a very fun, thrilled roller coaster with bumps, with loads of scare and loads of hurrah. So it's been absolutely, I'm very lucky, Priyanka, that whatever projects that I took, it was my choice, it was my conscious decision. I kept taking breaks, and yet I was given the opportunity by others to come back and perform and, try out the variety of roles that I did. So thank you.
I was going to ask you about that, and I think that's a really great way of looking at life, and balancing work life. Because a lot of us, especially in the media and entertainment space, it's such a race, right? It's such like a hectic. If you are taking time off, you're losing out on projects. That's how it's looked at. So in a space like this, to stick to your rules and what works for you is commendable, truly. And the roles that you've picked as well, the kind of work that you've done. When I was looking at it at once also, there's such different characters and in such different timelines also,
Yes,
because like you mentioned, you've taken breaks and yet so relevant. And that is something I think like to admit that I want in my life, this work-life balance. That's incredible. But Sabreen, you've not just been an actor, right? You've written also, you've co-directed also. So how have those aspects been for you? And are those aspects something that you want to work towards, or is acting something that predominantly drives you?
So, if I just take you back, before even I entered this industry, I've always been a creative person. Yeah. So, Priyanka, I feel that, and I genuinely live by this funda that एक ही life है, जो मनाए सब कुछ कर लो. कोशिश तो करो. So with that thought, I never knew actually I can write. I remember the first time my English teacher in 10th class, so essays नहीं होते थे that you have to write 10 marks essays. So I had written, yes, and जब वो paper निकलता है and they read out your name, so you feel like कुछ तो गड़बड़ की है. She is reading out to the entire class. So, but it wasn't like that. My teacher told me that time that Smriti, you have a flair for writing. And I thought, nahi, mujhe bas 10 number de de and I'm happy. So the same thing happened. I was in class 11th and 12th, and I just enjoy writing. And then because I'm very observant, director क्या करता है, हर चीज observe करता है, हर चीज को manage करता है. So while acting, I was very fortunate to work with very good people, and I'm really, really, really thankful to them. I picked up all these things. So as I said, I'm creative, and I never say no to anything that I can learn. So writing was a part of it. Co-directing was a part of it. Recently, I handled the camera also, which I was very bad at, but I'm definitely sure I'm going to pick it up. So it is all, that's why, Priyanka, I say that I'm an artist, just not an actor, because I've been an RJ also. So, I genuinely feel I can do anything and everything if you give me the chance. This basic funda that I have in life. I might sound pompous, but trust me, I'm not.
I completely understand, because in the creative field, like I also relate to it, because I started as a copywriter and then got into blogging, and then now this is what I'm doing. I think
See?
for us there are so many options to even pick things from, and I
And it
completely,
depends upon you. It depends
yeah,
upon you, Priyanka. क्या
true.
आपको आगे कुछ नया try करना है? There are some people who are very happy doing what they're doing for whatever number of years, and it's absolutely fine. To each his own. But
Mhm.
अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको want to have that thrill, that zing, you want to try
Yeah.
different things, and if you can get the opportunity and work hard, why not? क्या
Yeah.
ही हो जाएगा? You will fall flat. That's okay. You can always pick yourself up.
True. And talking about trying different things, you recently did a project on OTT Cash. How was
Yes.
that for you, working in the digital space? Is it any different in essence while working on a project that's going to be on OTT, or is it the experience is overall the same for you?
So Priyanka, Cash is my first film. It's my debut film as the lead.
Yes.
It's my first film, and it was for the theater, but the pandemic happened and all that jazz happened. It's just recently now we are able to go to the theater. So that's how it, it came into the OTT platform. So
Alright.
yes, and coming to your question, is there any difference? Absolutely not, because when you're working in the capacity of an actor, you come in front of the camera, the director says action, you have to do your job, and when he says cut, you're off it. So you have to do anything and everything that you do on a television, or if you're doing an OTT, or if your release is for the theater, you have to read your script, you have to know your lines, you have to know your role by, you have to, live the character and listen to the director and be with the team. So I found zero difference. But having said so, I would like to add that television is like an army training center नहीं होते. वो आपको डंडे मार के रगड़ के आपको इतना सखत and इतना कड़क बना देते हैं that the number of hours that television actors work, we can with anything. So when we were working shooting for Cash, and एक दिन बहुत late night हो गया and early morning हो गया and everybody's getting tired, and I was like la because I'm so used to it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. I feel like I'm just counting things you've done, but there are so many things that you've done and tried, Smriti. Like Thanks. Your latest Malangesh, which is an audible series, right? And yes. How was that? As an actor, I know that expression or like visual form of expression is something that you're used to. But how is it when it's your voice, when you're just using one medium or like one aspect of your acting?
First of all, thank you so much. You've been very observant and you've done your homework so well. You know all the work that I've done. It makes me very happy as an artist. Your question is like how different and difficult was it? As you just mentioned, that when we are on a visual, we have our face, our expressions, we have a body to use, we have the props, we have the background, the scene. Cut to when you're just giving your voice. It is your voice. You have to act everything with your voice, along with the sound effects that will accompany. It was very difficult. I never thought it's going to be this challenging. To be very honest, ये जो idea of using my voice for storytelling, Instagram से आया. So I write my captions, I write these short stories, and I really enjoy and put them as captions. So a lot of people started saying that, Smriti, why don't you record something? आप अपनी आवाज में क्यों नहीं record करते हो? Because I was doing these Sunday live sessions 9 p.m.
I know.
Yes. So वहाँ पे उन्होंने बहुत सारे लोगों ने आवाज सुनी. So the idea came from there, and I think so it just got manifested. And that's when Amazon Audible approached. I said, absolutely, I've never done audio storytelling, and I jumped into it. And when I jumped into it, I said, I don't know. What do I do? So it was learning and relearning, Priyanka, because I was just talking to someone. When we read in a novel, the girl was blushing. Yeah. So you can read the girl is blushing. Cut to, in a visual, you're showing the girl is blushing. I can blush and I show you. Cut to with just a voice. The girl is blushing. Now, how do I show the girl is blushing? That was the challenge, and that was the fun part of it. And it was a lot of hard work, but I had so much fun. Again, the team was so good. I learned so much. So I would love to do audio storytelling there.
That's great. And Smriti, jaise aapne bola, there are so many people whose careers are made because of social media platforms, and
it's become a career now.
Yeah. Is there any part of you that wishes, yaar, ye tab hona chahiye tha? Yeah, do you wish that you began in an era where this was a possibility? Do you think it would make it easier, perhaps, just reaching someplace?
Sovereign के टाइम था क्या Instagram? I have no idea.
नहीं, that was too पहले.
Yeah, नहीं था.
नहीं.
I actually have never thought, because मेरे दिमाग में that Instagram इतना आपके करियर को propel कर सकता है is something that Priyanka, even I am absorbing.
Yeah.
And knowing of it very off late, because fortunately or unfortunately बहुत सारे जो आजकल आपको एक्टिंग रोल्स मिलते हैं, तो एक जो प्रश्न पूछा जाता है वो ये है कि कितने फॉलोअर्स हैं. तो ये मुझे पता नहीं था ऐसा होता है. तो टैलेंट के साथ साथ अभी मेरे ख्याल से ये भी एक एडिशनल वो चीज होगी कि आपको टिक मार्क करके. तो जब मुझे ये पता चला तो आई वाज लाइक अच्छा. तो तब मुझे लगा कि ओके, बट मुझे ऐसे दिमाग में नहीं आया कि मैं पहले आ जाती सोशल मीडिया पे, बिकॉज जब जो होना होता है तब वो होता है. And
so Smriti, so much you have done. You've been nitpicking projects that you do, but whatever you do pick have been great. So abhi, what is next for you in terms of which aspect of this your artist self do you want to explore next?
I'm loving the questions that you're asking. May I please add that? It is as if I'm chatting up with a friend and we're discussing that next kya kare hum karke. So just sort of acting pe hi hum aaye na. So apart from the writing, I think right now I would like to focus a little more on the acting. And if I may add, I want to do a proper फिल्मी हीरोइन रोल. क्योंकि जो भी कैरेक्टर्स मैंने प्ले किए ना, वो कभी ऐसे मेरे बाल नहीं उड़े और हीरो ने मुझे ऐसे देखा नहीं और मैं ऐसे खिलखिलाई नहीं. I would love to do that. So I hope that happens in the near future, acting wise. So and उसके अलावा मुझे जो भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाएगी जिसमें मैं कुछ सीख सकूं, I will say yes to it, and then maybe I'll in the process I'll explore that. Am I capable of it or not? So you never know, Priyanka. I am absolutely clueless as you are.
But it's a great kind of not knowing, isn't it? It's the exciting kind. Yeah. So I think I'm also looking forward to see what you do next, and I'm sure it's going to be great. Thank you so much, Smriti, for taking your time out.
Thank you, Priyanka.
It's been great.
It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.